Hello, my friends. Asoka here. For this video, I want to talk about a local event that I was able to attend recently. So this event is was the Toy Depot Geeking Out event that took place in La Mirada, California on Saturday, January 18th. So it was just yesterday in the timeline. This was a really nice little local event where they had a bunch of vendors selling vintage, modern, typical, toy show type vendors. Really cool stuff. I bought a couple of things and I'll show you a little bit later. But not only do they have local vendors, which is great, but they also have some good guest stars. You had Sergeant Slaughter and some other guests there as well. So that was fun. And then also McFarlane Toys was there. They had a nice little, a few tables set up, and they had some new figures to show. These are figures that they've already announced, but they actually had in-hand looks at these figures. So that's what I was going to cover in this video today. First of all, thanks to Toy Depot for hosting this Geeking Out event. Really fun event. I haven't been to a toy show in a long time. I went to Comic-Con, of course, over the summer. But man, I love these local, smaller shows where it's just vendors, just people buying action figures, and there's not all the media hoopla and whatnot. I love these local shows. So thanks again to Toy Depot for putting it together and all that. Definitely follow them on Instagram if you don't already do that. But on to McFarlane Toys and what I saw there. So I'm on my Instagram page here, Asoka the Geek, if you're not already following me there. Let me kind of show you what I saw. So starting off with this reel here, gives you an overview of the figures that were on display. So we have the Batman Begins Batman, of course. So there he is. This is going to be a single card release. Guy Gardner. And when I say single card, it's not going to be a platinum or anything like that. But we have Guy Gardner. This is a collector edition figure. And next up, we have Power Girl and Streaky. I wish I had gotten a little bit more footage of Streaky. Apologies there. Next up, we have the Flash. I know he's being called the Dark Flash. I don't remember him being called the Dark Flash in the comics. I think he was just the Flash. Then we have Batman from The Dark Knight Returns recreating the iconic Frank Miller cover. That's their new series they're doing this year. There's the Joker. We have Tempest, of course, looking very not punk, grunge band look to him. I love it. Max Fleischer, Superman, and then Captain Cold. So those are some of the figures that were on display, and I'll talk about them in a little bit more detail in a moment here. We also had the 89 Keaton as well. This is going to be that single card release that's going to come with a bunch of accessories, this wired cape with the little things on it so you can hold it up and do that Batman pose. I really like this figure. I still think they need to do a 2.0 version of this figure from the ground up. The head still looks off. It looks way too, what the Keaton profile should look like, and this isn't it. So that's something I still think they should definitely do a 2.0 version of. But I'm still gonna get this because I'm a Keaton fanatic, and I gotta have this guy. But there's the Keaton figure there as well. There's Bane from behind in the background there, as you can see. Also, which was really cool, this is John. He works for McFarlane Toys, one of their amazing photographers over there. And he built this custom diorama to showcase the Christopher Reeve Superman. This piece specifically that he's holding, this was designed and 3D printed by Mr. G Toys. There's a link to his page in my Instagram as well. But really cool display that John put together here with the lights and that component there. And it looked really nice. And if you go to my Instagram page, he actually talks about it in this footage you're seeing, so you can actually hear him talk about it. But John is an amazing, talented man, and really cool to seeing that. Some of the artwork that you see in the background, like that, not artwork, the photography, that's John's photography back there, that Spawn and Batman and whatnot. So he does a lot of great work for McFarlane Toys. But if you're interested in dioramas, definitely check out that video as well. A few other things. Let me show. There's my preview. Where did it go? There we go. Okay. So talking about the figures in a little bit more detail here. So starting off with this Batman, initially just looking at it, I loved it. Just like, oh, cool. It's the Batman Begins suit. Batman Begins is not my favorite suit. I love the Dark Knight suit the best. That's my favorite of the Christian Bale movies, that suit. But of course, I'm a completist and I gotta have the Begin suit as well. So already in the comments, people were saying that, of course, I clicked away from it, that they're basically just using the same head sculpt as the Dark Knight figure. I could see it. I'm not 100% sure if that's accurate or not, but it might be. But yeah, I do think the head is more attached to the rest of him, and that makes sense. Kind of like Keen a little bit, where it's more of like this motion to the cowl and the neck. It's all more one piece, and this definitely looks like two pieces. So that's definitely something that people are pointing out there. I still dig this figure. You know, it looks like a begin suit to me. It'll look nice on the shelf, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Next up, we have Gardner. The jacket. I love this jacket. It's the right amount of puffiness. You know, it's a puffy jacket, and I think it fits the figure really nicely. I don't have a good image of it, but the only thing that kind of I bothered me a little bit was they're using the faceplate mechanism with this figure, and you can definitely see the line work with the hair there a little bit. I have better footage on my Instagram, but that's the only thing that I bumped up a little bit with this figure. But other than that, I love it. It's Guy Gardner, you know, in McFarlane in the 7-inch scale. So I'm definitely excited for this figure. Next up, Power Girl. No complaints here whatsoever. She looks great. Love the face sculpt. The shoulder pad looks great. The wired cape. We got Streaky with her. Very excited. Hope we get more female figures this year from McFarlane Toys. I say that every year. Next up, the Flash. Again, people are calling this the Dark Flash. I don't remember him being called Dark Flash in the comics. I remember this comic so vividly. I was reading the Flash at the time, and it was just a great storyline because at the beginning of the story, you don't know who this Flash is. Something had happened to Wally West. I forgot the preceding storyline before this, but then this guy shows up, and you don't really know who he is for a good amount of the run. And that was sort of the fun kind of mystery of it. And I just love the aesthetic of it. I love the logo on the comic book. It was a really cool Flash logo. But anyway, so excited for this figure. It's on, I think, the Blue Beetle body. People have been complaining. I don't want to say complaining. Have been commenting that they don't really care for the way this turned out. I love it. You know I'm easy to please, I guess, but I think it looks great. I'm glad just to have this figure. I think the cowl looks great. I don't know. I love this figure, but that's just me. Next up, Tempest. He was in the packaging, so I didn't get a chance to take a look at him outside of the packaging. Very Nirvana, drummer look to him. He's even got the artist smock on him there, the goatee. I dig it. Listen, I am a fan of all of the Aqua family. I like the blue, the scales on the suit. He's going to look great with the rest of the Teen Titans, or the Titans as we're calling them. The next up, the Fleischer Superman. Looks great. This body buck works out really well, I think, for Superman. I think it's the best Superman body they've done. Would definitely love a modern Superman as well in this style. Love we're getting a Fleischer Superman, but would love a modern Superman in this body as well. And I think that's about it from what the footage I recorded from the show. Those are the things that we saw on hand, though. But very excited with how 2025 is starting out. I think all these go for pre-order in the next few weeks. Even this morning, they announced Power Girls showing up going up for pre-order on the 23rd. My advice: if you're interested in any of these figures, pre-order, pre-order, pre-order. I was hesitant on the DC Direct Shazam that went up for pre-order a few months ago that's already starting to hit, and I regret it because now I really want that figure. I got the platinum version, but I don't have the regular one. These seem to be getting a lot harder to get if you don't pre-order. I don't know if that's just me, but I finally found, actually that's Shazam. I finally was able to order it. I forget, from I think Big Bad Toy Store or somewhere. It was up for a minute and I was able to grab it. But yeah, I think they're still being conservative with the number of figures that are out there. So definitely pre-order this if you're able to. They will go in stores. None of these were gold labels, I believe. Don't hold me to that. So you should be able to get these from multiple retailers. Don't know what the platinums are on these, or if there are platinums. I'm sure there are. I mean, that Batman Begins. I feel like they're definitely going to do that Scarecrow induced vision of Batman. That would be an easy platinum to do. But Guy Gardner, Power Girl, not sure what they're going to be doing for as far as platinum goes. As far as what I got from the toy show, I got two things. So number one, I got this Brainiac platinum that I missed out on last year or the year before. I'm a Brainiac fanatic, so I got this guy for a stellar price. And then I also got a Midnighter. I passed on this a while ago. I don't know why, because I love the more B-lister characters, but I was able to get him also at a great price. So I love about these toy shows. You can get things at a pretty good price, and they have some really, really awesome people at the show here. But there you go. So that's what I saw at the toy show. That's what I recorded. Again, on my Instagram there, you can definitely see more footage. I'll do. Um, Actually, no, that's about it. All the footage is there that I shot and what I showed you. So there it is. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Always love to hear your constructive feedback one way or the other. But thanks so much for watching, and I appreciate your support. And have a great day.